What is your name and job title?
Greg Rossman, Ridgedale High School Athletic Director.
How long have you been in this role?
10 years.
And what got you to this position?
I think just the natural attraction to athletics. I've always been around it, watch it, participate, grew up playing them, worked every aspect of athletics you can be a part of at the high school, the college, at the professional level. Just gravitate towards athletics.
Perfect. Can you talk about your education a little bit and how it got you ready for this job?
Yeah, it was along the same lines. Growing up on the farm, playing ball against my brother, led into Colonel Crawford athletics and playing multiple sports, football, baseball, basketball. Got a chance to play college basketball for Guy Neal at Bluffton University. Led into an opportunity to have a internship at the Cleveland Crunch, an indoor soccer team in Cleveland. And then that connection and networking led me to the Cleveland Cavaliers with Gordon Gunn and his corporation, and worked there for about a year, and then parlayed into the high school athletic side of it when I got my teaching certificate, and a couple years in the classroom led to an opportunity to become athletic director, and I've held it for 10 years.
What is a typical day for you at work?
It's busy. It's connections and communications. You get up and you're constantly working with coaches, teachers, administrators, your student athletes, your bus drivers, everybody. You're constantly connected to every aspect of an athletic field, ball game, event, and you're the person that's spearheading all that.
Who do you rely on most at work?
It's a variety of people. It's the people above, beside, and below. Your administrative team, your superintendent, principal, fellow administrators, as well as your head coaches, and your student athletes. So it's a connection and communication to all aspects. You have to have your head coaches underneath you or beside you laterally running their specific sport and segment. You do not want to be in a position where you're micromanaging 15 varsity sports and 15 coaches. You want to have the confidence in that head football coach to run the football program. Then he or she reports to you, and it's that working communication.
What are some duties you have that you didn't really expect to have?
I think whenever you get into a new job and after a period of time you understand the whole encompass of the job, when someone becomes an athletic director or principal or superintendent, they quickly understand the many facets of what that job entails. As an athletic director, the assumption the game's at 7 o'clock and kickoff will be at 7, that's rolling the parking lot at 6:45. That ball game and the planning and strategy and communication and connections happens months, weeks in advance, leading up to game day, and meeting the opposing team, the officials, setting up the press box, the sidelines, all the logistics of the game, emergency plans, EMTs, fire department, your media. So there's so many aspects of that one event that happens well in advance up till that 7 o'clock kickoff.
What are some challenges to working specifically in your facility and the organization that you wish were a little bit different?
Yeah, money drives everything. If you have it, it allows you the opportunity to do some things that maybe you can't. So sometimes you got to lean on your booster association or fundraisers or each sport to allow themselves to get a little extra funding to advance whatever it may be with equipment, supplies, additional staff. So whenever you're in any aspect of life, especially athletics, the dollar bill does drive a lot of decisions that you make and a lot of the capabilities and possibilities you have.
What are the best parts about your job?
It's working with the kids and the coaches, without question. It's seeing the kids and the coaches achieve goals and accomplishments. And it may not always be a league championship or an undefeated season. It could be a kid that maybe has never went out for a sport that by the end of the season is playing at all league level and has grown that confidence and satisfaction from being a part of a unit, a team, to accomplish a goal. That's pretty special.
Can you describe the culture of the organization a little bit? I guess of Ridgedale Athletics?
Yeah. It's small, tight-knit family. If there's one word, it's been family in my 10 years of athletic director, 15 with the school district. we're all connected. We know everybody. You pretty much know as much as you need to or don't want to know about everybody, and that connection and that family and tightness, it's pretty special.
And what's your definition of a leader?
I think it's someone that takes people around them and grows their skills and abilities and advances them in whatever it may be. If it's a student athlete, if it's a coach, if it's an administrator, they take their skills and abilities and advance them in their career, not just your own. You're advancing others for that goal, for that accomplishment.
Okay, and then I'm going to ask you just 5 questions that I'm supposed to ask you.
No problem.
That I came up with. What's the most difficult part about your job, do you think?
It's handling conflict. I mean, without question, it's a challenge that, whether it's a student athlete, a parent, a community member, an administrator, coach, whatever, when people don't agree on how things are playing out, and it's usually playing time. Let's get brutally honest about a parent may feel their kid's being slighted or something. Those are tough conversations. Those are real conversations. But you got to sit at the table and you got to have them so everybody understands where you're at.
What kind of time do you spend outside of the office working?
A lot. The term athletic director is all day. You're an AD, you're all day. That's the word, that's the verbiage. If it's a Friday afternoon that you may not have a game, you may still be fielding something that's going on, or a Sunday. There's been a lot of times where I've been at meetings or phone calls or taking care of school responsibilities well beyond the school hours. That's just part of the job.
Why did you choose to become an AD?
It's natural attraction for me. I enjoy sports, I enjoy kids, I enjoy leading people. So you put all those together, and that's what an athletic director is.
If there's anything you could change about your decisions from graduation of college to where you are today regarding your career, if there may have been like a different path or an opportunity you could have taken, what do you think that would have been?
I don't have regret, but if there was another avenue, another option where if it was available, I think I always tell people if I could have been a Division I college basketball coach, I would have. But you have to get those connections or opportunities to get into there, or make that choice of being an assistant for multiple years and layers to get there.
Yeah.
And if money is not a factor, and I ask my kids this, whether it's in the classroom or on the athletic fields, I'll ask them, if money's not a factor, if you could choose to do anything in life, what would you do? For me, I would coach basketball at Division I level.
And I guess that kind of answers my last question. If you could have any other job working in sport, would that be it?
That's the one. I feel it's pure, it's true. That's the game or the athletic realm that I love. I've been committed to it my whole life. I feel like I know it pretty well. And if I could sign up to coach at Duke or Ohio State, I'd do it any day of the week, and they would not have to pay me.
Yep.
But that's me. I really do enjoy what I'm doing.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Monroe Britton here, signing off with Greg Rossman, Ridgedale High School Athletic Director. Thank you.